We're here celebrating National Chardonnay Day and in the beautiful Livermore Valley at Wente Vineyards. So great reason to raise a glass of Chardonnay. I have my favorite Chardonnay, Morning Fog, and I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Carolyn Wente from Wente Vineyards, and the handsome guy next to me.
I'm Phil Wente with Wente Vineyards, Carolyn's little brother.
So we're here to tell you a little bit about the history of Chardonnay, and Phil, who's our grape grower in the family, has a lot of great stories about how Chardonnay originated.
Well, it's very fortunate for us that our grandfather was very interested in Chardonnay. He was one of the first students at UC Davis, and he was convinced by a professor there that when he graduated, he ought to go back to the Livermore Valley and plant some Chardonnay. So he proceeded down that path. He was able to acquire some wonderful Chardonnay vines at the Gear Vineyard over in Pleasanton that Charles Wetmore had brought in about 20 years before from the Meursault area of Burgundy. And then he also had a professor at UC Davis that connected him with a nursery in Montpellier at the University of Montpellier to import some Chardonnay. And between those two selections, he started a vineyard. And the key thing that Ernest did over the years was that he had this habit or passion for going out in the vineyard at harvest and tasting the grapes and marking each vine which he thought had the best flavors and the best physiology or the best growth patterns, and he would then select those vines when he wanted to expand the vineyard, replant another vineyard, so that over a period of time Ernest continually selected the finest tasting, most intense fruit and planted new vineyards, which creates this beautiful intense morning fog.
Well, and I think the other really unique thing that Ernest did after getting those vineyards up and expanding each of those vineyard blocks into more acreage was the whole idea of varietal labeling. And our family was the first in California to varietally label Chardonnay back in 1936. So a little fun fact there. But one more thing while we're here, just we really do want to raise a glass to National Chardonnay Day. This will be our first annual celebration here at Wente Vineyards. And for those of you who are joining us on Twitter and Facebook, it's the hashtag Chardday, and we'd love to have you join our conversation at Wente. And so, Phil, raise a glass. What's your favorite Chardonnay?
I don't have one. I love it in every style and every type. I love Chardonnay.
In other words, the glass in your hand.
The glass in my hand the moment I'm drinking it.
All right, all right. Toast, Chardonnay. Chardonnay Day. Here we go. Big, big toast.
A toast to Wente. This is Chardonnay Day here in Napa Valley, and we're here to celebrate the Wente Clone and the Wente Vineyards. Fantastic job, guys. Thank you. Great, great, great wine. To you guys.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
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 Happy
Chardonnay.
Happy Chardonnay.
Ding, ding.
Yes.
There you go. Cheers.